Hello everybody, I'm Anton Teniski, and in this tutorial I'll talk about how to use Shadowbox for complicated hard surface design. I think Shadowbox is kinda underestimated as a great tool for concept design, and I think it is especially cool and useful if you're starting out and you don't really know how to approach hard surface whatsoever. I think when you're starting out, what you want to have is really easy tools to use, really intuitive tools to use, and you want to iterate as much as you humanly can, so you can try different designs and see what's coming out nicely, what's coming out not that nice. For example, this gun has been entirely made in Shadowbox. Let's set on a like final version rather than textured and keyshot. And all of these parts are really easy to create in, Shadowbox. And imagine like traditional poly modeling of this handle, for example. It's pretty complex shape, but it's really not that hard to modify. I'll just see if I. Okay, I'll have a handle here from another save. I have a front handle, and you can drop it back into Shadowbox. It takes a while, finally got it. And then you can modify it on the fly, add holes, close holes, and really change the profile. You can see it's not fast. Like, let's see, that's a minus Shadowbox. It's not really a fast tool, especially on the higher subdivisions, high resolution. It's pretty fast if you go down to 200 in the resolution. Like 200 will be fast, but obviously you lose all your definition. But let's jump into it. So I've picked a cube, primitive cube in Zbrush, and make it polymesh 3D. It will allow you to enter into the Shadowbox mode. I click the Shadowbox button, and now it kind of projected that cube on all the sides. So what I want to do is I want to Control Alt and deselect everything, so I no longer have any black masks on any of the projection sides. Then I draw one, and you get a projection from that side. And if you draw here, it will cut out all your, the white space will cut out all the geometry, and then you can draw this and maybe make a hole inside, and you get get something. Right now it's pretty fast as the resolution is quite low. What I really like about Shadowbox is that you can exit the mode and jump back in. You do lose the resolution a little bit, so you have to bump the resolution back. But even it's a maximum resolution and you jump out, jump back, you still lose a bit of sharpness. So be mindful of that. So I bumped the resolution, and now it's getting fairly slow, but you can see definitely got a lot more stuff going on around. Okay, and I'll turn off my perspective, and let's design some complex profiles. So I'll turn on turned on symmetry, but right now I'm not sure how the symmetry is. Oh no, symmetry is fine. No. Yeah, I'll just start from scratch. So symmetry was been a bit off. Okay, so we'll just draw something complicated. Relatively complicated. Right here. Then now we have a elongated profile, and you can start punching holes and This is just so easy to punch a hole. So so already you got some kind of hard surface profile which you can use and reuse. But obviously you might be like wanting to add a bit more variation to the form, not just rectangular upon rectangular. What I found what really works for me is I will still use a rectangular mask tool, but I will actually place my camera in such a way so I will be able to draw a line like this, which might look a little bit stupid because you have the lasso tool. You can draw your masks with a lasso tool or curve or anything. You can, but if you want a rectangular line and a straight line that's of a kind of uniform thickness, I found that you have to really place a camera and do cuts like this. Let's try some thinner structures. Now, this is really like drawing in the Photoshop. It's so intuitive, so easy to modify and create this really complex shapes. You can see right now, you see this particular part in here. It's already pretty cool. Quite a bit of cuts going on, holes punching through and all that. By the way, if you punch through a hole, it will obviously go through the whole way, right? There is no stopping it, and there's no way to stop it some way, so you have to be mindful of that. So what I usually do, I would just design one part, then another part, then another part. I'm starting to really like this particular shape. I see there's something going on right here that I don't like. But maybe I want to add a few cross lines. And then maybe a top line. Yeah, you can see it's a really cool part done in, literally like a couple of minutes. Imagine just trying to model that in a couple of minutes. That's just impossible. Now this card is a really nice card. I personally found it to be most effective with just rectangular shapes. Going like you can go and start to do some slightly more curvy designs, but a bit trickier to make. Like get in the right hole. Well, it still can. It's not like not that hard. Right, so look at this. So easy. And once you have a profile, it's really easy to add little bits and see how they look. I can just quickly cut the whole part out. And there you go. There's a few things to be aware of. Do save often, because every now and then you can run into a mistake. For example, if you're doing a rectangular cut, and for example, I've just done it right now. I've forgotten to press Ctrl to use the mask tool, and decided to draw the brush on these projection planes, which start to slow down everything. And if you have a really complex shape, it will just, you know, it can crash your ZBrush pretty easily. And sometimes when you're trying to find a good angle, it's really easy to go over the board and to touch another plane like this. Sometimes it goes across the whole thing, like it will go like this, and I don't want to do that because that will crash ZBrush. To be aware of that. Also, if you're like aiming at something more or less complex using doing Hardsurface, you'll get a lot of parts, right? You'll get a lot of subtools. You can press N to see them more or less and pick them. But what I found really works for me is Scene Manager. This is a standalone plugin that I think it's costs about $30. So extremely useful plugin. That's like a proper outliner, or like my outliner for all of your parts. Really easy to, you know, navigate and pick the part that you need. So I'm on the website of this software creator, exercise.com. I'll put a link in the description. It's got a, oh yes, actually $30, yeah. It's got the free version. It's limited in the amount of subtools you can use, but definitely try the free version. But this helps so much. It's just insanely useful, because the moment you get like more than 20 subtools, it's extremely easy to get lost. Also, with the Shadowbox on, when it's on, it's pretty hard to jump to other subtools. So if you press Alt, you can jump into a different subtool, but in a, you know, regular model, in a regular project. But it's actually not that simple. You see, I'm trying to pick the handle, but I'm not even able to pick it. So because that's more of a bug. I don't know why it's happening, but it's really a Shadowbox thing. Right, and you can, I've been going through these subtools, and you can see they've been all done in Shadowbox. So some of them have been done in Shadowbox, but I've just exited. I've exited the mode. Let's maybe take a look at this guy, right? And yeah, I have a lot of options. Yep. So there you go. There's a frame that I've designed in, you know, in Shadowbox. Also, if we go back to the original profile I've showed, again, I have all this structure already there, so for me it's really easy to draw a mask, and it creates this layer of different structures inside. Then if I want to create a cross section, yeah, I have to go and navigate my camera around and try to aim it correctly. Smallest right. Of course, it's not a precision modeling at all. It's really a free-form, you know, design tool. up there. This, and I'll put a little circle up. Oh. There. Yeah, it's not really in the center, but it's good enough. Again, that's pretty cool, pretty neat little structure. And you can see these cuts that are made. Again, I can make a bigger cut, a bevel, bigger bevel right here doing this. It doesn't look like it's changed. It's funky. It's a bit strange, it doesn't really affect the front. I'm not sure why, maybe it's bugging out right now. Oh yeah, okay. There was a duplicate model that's been on, and I couldn't see any of my cuts. Yeah, I figured that out. That's good. And you can see I beveled the whole thing, right? And then if I don't like that bevel, I can just redo it. Well, redoing it, you kind of have to recreate it and then bevel again. The easiest way of doing it. Maybe another hole right here. And there you go. Obviously, you have to be aware of, have to be careful with these guys going on, because they've been also cut by the bottom projection, by the side projection. So not all our intentions look good. Okay. So there you go. Extremely powerful technique. It's really easy. I don't know why I haven't seen people using it that much. That's why I decided to do this YouTube video. I've seen some people using it, but not really at they would do like a part of a scope or something like that, but not really at the level where you generate the whole mech out of it, a whole gun, or this could be a level design piece. Easy. I hope you found it useful, and thank you for. Oh yeah, and one more thing I've forgotten to mention. At any time you model in Shadowbox, you want to occupy as much space as you possibly can. I mean, because it's kind of gives you a limited amount of polygons, even at the highest resolution. It doesn't really subdivide that little thing you have in the middle, like this. If you create a little cube there, it won't be subdivided like you would have a normal subtool. It just subdivides the whole box. And that kind of limits you to this square design, so you cannot really make something super long or super thin. I'd say it's a pretty big limitation. But yeah, something to keep in mind when you design. Just like I've showed you this handle. If we jump into Shadowbox, I want it to be bigger in size. So sometimes what you do, you would actually scale it up. I'm not in scaling mode. Go into Shadowbox, model it right here, and then scale it back down to fit into your gun or mech or whatever you're doing. So that's quite a big node. Maybe they'll make it better in the future.